हर जगह हमने साइंटिस्ट्स को, डॉक्टर्स को, स्टूडेंट्स को, फीमेल ऑडियंस को, ऐसे अलग अलग लोगों को हमने फिल्म दिखाई. बट आई थिंक टुडे seeing all of you here, मुझे थोड़ा सा आज मैं nervous feel कर रही हूँ because this is such a wonderful audience here. So I'm really hoping and praying that all of you like the film, and we won't. I hope we won't let you down. मैं बहुत eager हूँ जानने के लिए कि आपको ये फिल्म कैसी लगती है, इसलिए I want to start the screening immediately so that I can hear your views. But before that, I'll hand over the mic to Vivek.
इसके बाद बेटी आपके हाथ में है, तो उसका ख्याल रखिएगा. So actually, first of all, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart on behalf of the entire team for giving your love and support to the Kashmir Files. It was a very difficult decision. After that, it was a very difficult decision because normally when your film is such a big blockbuster, the common sense says that repeat it, make Kashmir Files Part 2 or make the Delhi Files, and we were anyway going to shoot Delhi Files, but we stopped it. Pallavi and I, we took a conscious decision that this is a very compelling story, and this is a story which nobody is going to tell, because in film business, calling something vaccine or some clinical medical term, it's a big no-no, and it's a very risky project. But we took this chance because I think this is one of the greatest success stories of a new India, of a modern India. और on a lighter note, मैं इसलिए भी इसको जल्दी बनाना चाहता था कि 32 साल बाद कोई और बनाता तो लोग उसे ये नहीं कहते कि प्रोपेगेंडा बना दिया. Thank you very much. As I promised you, this is a superhero film, so let me invite those superheroes here on the stage. We have with us Dr. Nivedita Gupta, please. And the great warrior of India, Dr. Pragya Yadav, Director of NIV. On her request, both of them requested, so I had to tweak and dilute their personal sacrifices because they have young kids. So they requested that they are going to grow up and it's not good. But their sacrifices, the way we had shot, is something which will shatter you for life. And I don't want to talk about it. Now I invite Dr. Priya Abraham, Director NIV. Dr. Rajnikant is also here. Dr. Rajnikant. Yeah, he's here. Dr. Anna Dogra. They're outside. Can somebody call them, please, from outside? And the man who led the whole thing, this project, Dr. Balram Bhargav. He is not here right now. But the man who played him is here. Dr. Rajnikant, please come.
पाटेकर भी हैं, इसका मतलब आ गए हैं.
Dr. Anna is here. They were attacked regularly. Who knows better than Dr. Priya Abraham? But because they are in government service, they are not allowed to speak to the media. That's why people don't know about them. But their sacrifices are amazing. Like I said, Dr. Balram Bhargav is not here. The man who played him is here, Nana Patekar.
सुपर हीरो भाई है अगर नाना पाटेकर की जगह.
This entire film started with when I was talking to all these scientists. I won't name them, they are here, one of them. And she said that we have been doing it for, ICMR is the world's, one of the oldest vaccine research agencies and one of the most prestigious ones. And their contribution to our health service is immense. The world recognizes it. All of them are internationally recognized. Dr. Pragya Yadav's and their papers are published in Lancet. and they are mostly outside giving lectures. The whole world recognizes their contribution, but they are unknown in India. And after this vaccine was made, they said on the next, I think 2022, the next 26 January, they said कि यहाँ तो हर किसी की झांकी निकलती है, हमने वैक्सीन बनाई, सबने उसके खूब डंके बजाए, पर हमारी झांकी नहीं निकली. And that really became the motivation for us to make this film. And I promise you, इस 26 जनवरी को आपकी झांकी निकलेगी. Dr. Abraham, you want to say something?
I've seen this movie the second time, and it was still a tearjerker for me. I quickly wiped my eyes. Maybe you can still see the blotches on my face, but I knew this movie was going to finish, and then I'll have to face people. But what amazed me about this amazing cast, and the director and the producer and Nanaji and the rest of the cast, is that almost none of them had met any of us before they made the film. They didn't meet us. They had studied all of what we did. They watched us over video. You know, I just want to anecdotally say, virologists
to the audience, but I would like ask you to clap for this crew who have done extremely wonderful job, and not the audience, even the people who are the casted in the.
That more than 90% people in this country didn't know that ICMR and HIV had anything to do with the vaccine. Second thing, that almost more than 75-80% people didn't know that the virus which was going to kill us and the vaccine which saved us comes under the discipline of virology. But after this film, we have shown in 20 different cities. In every city, one or two small young children, they always say, I am going to be a bioscientist. And that is a great sign. So one of the most toughest and most poker-faced scientists I have seen in my life, Dr. Nivedita Gupta.
Thank you, Vivek ji. As I said yesterday also, I have no words to thank you and Pallavi ji for this great, great film. I would echo everything that Dr. Abraham and my colleague Dr. Pragya said. And it is a great honor, in fact, Nana sir, to be standing besides you. It was a dream for all of us. So thank you for making it possible. I'll come to that also. So it's the entire star cast has done fabulously. In fact, everyone in my family is saying that Girja looks like you, and like everyone. And I would just say that I was very fortunate. Though COVID was a crisis and all of us lost our loved ones, I lost my mother post-COVID. So it's a pain that will never be forgotten in our lives. But I think I was very fortunate that I got an opportunity to work during it and see a very different face of India, where all the departments, all the ministries, and even the smallest person, as Vivek ji said, canteen, peon, everyone from the top to the bottom, they were working as a part of one system. And I used to tell Dr. Bhargav that you really made us believe that we can accomplish the impossible. So I consider myself very fortunate to be a part of this mission where I can believe that nothing is impossible and we can achieve it. And so I would like to thank each one. I don't have the long list. As I said, from the peon to the canteen, scientists, technicians, administrators, finance people, each and every healthcare worker, everyone involved in medical institutions, I think they've done a great job. And it's a very collective effort that India has risen successfully. But Vivekji, one problem in making this film, and what I have seen this film for the third time. Now when I see Pallavi ji, I get confused कि यही Priya and when I see Girja, I am losing my identity. मुझे लगता है यही निवेदिता गुप्ता है. But एक problem बड़ी serious है. एक डॉक्टर बलराम भार्गव को झेलना बड़ा मुश्किल था. आप दो. That really gives me shivers. So thank you very much for making this film, and I don't have any words to thank you and the entire team. Thank you so much.
Dr. Rajnikant, I would like to also state one thing. Everybody talked, particularly this year, that women's role in science and technology is very, very less. And I think he has raised this bar very, very high. And I'm very sure in the future, in pharmaceuticals specifically, the women's role will increase. And we must not thank and say salute to those women and those scientists who are working pharmaceuticals and made those vaccine made available for us. We appreciate them very, very profusely. Thank you.
Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to thank the
नाड़ी जो कोई था तो वो मैं था कि भाई उतनी फ्लुएंटली मैं इंग्लिश बोल नहीं पाऊंगा, पहले दिन रट के बोलना है मुझे, तो अपनी कमियां हैं, तो इसने मेरी वो कमियां दूर करने की कोशिश की। तो कम से कम 2 लाइन तो तू लगातार बोल सकता है यार, वो कैसे लिख के दिए, तो मैंने रट के बोले हैं। एक तो सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि मैं उस ऐसे फिल्म का हिस्सा बनना, तो मैं उसके लिए इसका आभारी हूं। जब मेरे यहाँ आया था तो पहले मैंने कहा भाई मैं पैसे इतने लेता हूँ, इसने कहा ये भैया इतने दे नहीं सकते। प्रोड्यूसर तो इसने कहा नहीं वो खाता उसका है, उसके साथ बात कर लो। खैर, तो उसने डायरेक्शन में मुझे कहा कि एक लाइन है, इंडिया कैन डू इट। जिस कन्विक्शन से तुम बोलोगे और लोग उसके ऊपर भरोसा करोगे, मुझे लगता है इसलिए तुम करो। अब मुझे लगा यार कमाल है, इससे बड़ा मुझे कौन औहदा देगा, तो मैंने कहा हाँ मैं सच में कहता हूँ, कोई भी ये फिल्म करने की नहीं सोचता, ये फिल्म का सब्जेक्ट है ही नहीं। और तुम्हें वो जो आपको अभी पता चला होगा, असल में आप हमारे हीरो कौन है, आप हमारे क्रिकेटर वो तो है, खैर सिने आर्टिस्ट है, लेकिन असल में हमारे ये हीरो है। तो मुझे एक अलग तरीके से इनको प्रणाम करने का एक प्रयास था, वो जो किया है हमने, और धन्यवाद। हमको मालूम नहीं है आपको कैसे लगी, मुझे लगा आपको अच्छी ही लगी होगी।
बहुत बढ़िया, सुपर से ऊपर। जो रोल आपने किया वो कोई और कर भी नहीं सकता था।
अच्छा है ना? हाँ। वो माधुरी थी इसलिए था। आज वैक्सीन मार का।
सर ये रोल और कोई दूसरा कर भी नहीं सकते थे, इफेक्टिव नहीं होता।
देखो मीडिया, सभी मीडिया तो वैसी नहीं है, वो सभी मीडिया में कुछ है, कुछ चंद लोग होंगे तो, लेकिन उनके बारे में हम ना बोले तो बेहतर है। हाँ हाँ, और शुक्रिया इतनी तादाद में आप सब लोग आए, देखा, आपको अच्छा लगा।
ये एक शर्त है, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, कास्टिंग में कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करेंगे। इस फिल्म में आपने जो इमोशन, जो एक सोल देखी है, इट कम्स फ्रॉम पल्लवी। डॉक्टर अब्राहम वुड एग्री विद दैट। So here's
इस बार ऐसा हुआ कि जब हमारी रिसर्च टीम सबका इंटरव्यू करने गई थी, so the minute they met प्रिया जी, they came back telling me, Pallavi मैम आपका तो रोल फिक्स है। I think even before Vivek wrote the script, it was decided that I would play Dr. Priya Abraham by our office, and it was I felt like I took a breather finally after playing Aisha, Anisha and Radhika Menon to play someone who's actually done so much for the country. So it was a very good change for me. And to play Dr. Abraham was a matter of great pride. When I went through her interviews, and then we did a couple of Zoom calls. And the one thing I kept asking her, because all our conversations were in English, so one thing I kept asking Dr. Priya was, कि आपको हिंदी आती है क्या, आप हिंदी बोलती है क्या? And she said, हाँ, yes, I speak Hindi. So I said कि ठीक है, तो इसके आगे हम लोग हिंदी में बात करें. She said, yes, we will speak in Hindi. See, the thing is, that I am, and then she again started in English. मैंने 3 बार कोशिश की इनसे पूछने की कि क्या आप हिंदी में हम लोग बात करें. ये हिंदी में मैं बात करती हूँ ये कहते हुए she would again, go to her English. तब मुझे समझ में आया कि थोड़ा सा कहीं तो हिंदी में गड़बड़ होगी और शायद मैंने वही पकड़ लिया था इनका. एंड लेटर ऑन आई थिंक एवरीवन टोल्ड मी दैट शी एक्चुअली स्पीक्स हिंदी लाइक दिस. सो that was the only thing which I think I did on my own, but rest I studied her, and I didn't have to look anywhere else. Priya ji was a great character study for me. So thank you very much. I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm sure you've been sitting here for the past 3 hours. Thank you so much for coming here. मैं बस एक बात मैं कहना चाहती हूँ जो मुझे.
I just have to thank you all. आप लोगों की वजह से हम भारतीय आज भी जिंदा हैं, हम जीवित हैं. आपको हृदय की गहराइयों से बहुत. I just have to thank you all. आप लोगों की वजह से हम भारतीय आज भी जिंदा हैं, हम जीवित हैं. आपको हृदय की गहराइयों से बहुत